Welcome to the second edition of Ready, Set, Grow. Here we cover various topics from gardening, farming, and everything in between. We will be teaching you how to become successful in your agricultural ventures. Today we'll be covering the different kinds of tillers to help you decide which one best suits you. I'm Melissa Ochoa, and this is Ready, Set, Grow. Anytime you start a new project, you need to prepare your soil, and tillers are just what you need to get started. Tillers are great for gardening and farming. They get the work done while also reducing the physical toll of weeding and planting. The main purpose of a tiller is to break the ground and prepare the soil. Tillers come in different sizes, and depending on the size are able to perform different functions.
A mini tiller is used when your soil has a layer that becomes a pan. You always want to break that pan to get more moisture for your plants, for your garden.
Not only are these perfect for small landscaping jobs, they're convenient to use throughout the growing season.
We use them on the beds themselves, and then sometimes we use them for the furrows on the bottom, so the weeds won't come out. Weed prevention.
Front tine tillers are smaller than rear tine tillers. The tines in the front help to propel the machine forward. With rear tine tillers, the engine is mounted at the front, which allows for better traction and balance during operation. These are great for maintaining large gardens. A commercial walk-behind tractor can maintain even a small farm.
The front tine are pretty good. The rear tine, in my opinion, are a lot better. It has better capabilities of loosening the soil. You also control not only the depth, but the speed. It's a lot more easier to control.
Tillers like these have more than one forward gear, including reverse.
The reason for having more gears is intended for how the soil is. If it's hard, you want to lower the gears. If it's not that hard, you want to pick up the gears to a little bit faster movement.
The type of tiller seen here is a Griot G107D model. It has a Yamaha engine with 11.5 horsepower. This type of tiller is more commercialized and for more professional use. It is able to attach different implements to it, such as a flail mower and a rotary plow.
We can start talking about the flail mower. That's basically, like the name says, a mower, but it's able to cut larger weeds, like pigweed. Sometimes the stem, you can see pigweed that is like 2 inches in diameter. That flail mower will chop it down. We usually use the rotary plow when the soil is a little too hard, and the rotary plow is not gonna pull you forward. It's just gonna be, in a way, kind of drilling down and breaking the ground and breaking the hardpan that is built. Once we use the rotary plow, then we can go with the tiller and just leave it in a better shape for planting.
Another attachment is the chipper that can be connected to the tractor.
You can prune a tree, and then you're gonna use the chipper, and it's gonna turn that branch into mulch. And then you can use that mulch in your garden to prevent the weeds from coming up, or you can use that mulch to add to your compost.
Now that we have covered the different types of tillers and what they're able to do, let's take a look at how tillers are being used to help out the local community. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley has an agroecology research garden on campus. The garden is about 1/4 of an acre, so students use the BCS 853 garden tiller for their agricultural needs. This tiller is unique because its handles are able to rotate at 180 degrees, which can make it both a front and a rear tine tiller. Garden manager Lindsay Richards gives us an insight into the type of work the students do at the garden.
We weed in here, we tend to the soil and to the crops, we harvest, and a lot of times we donate to the food pantry for students to access healthy organic food. And so this is the first certified organic garden to be on a university campus in the state of Texas. And so that's something that we're really proud of, and it also comes with a lot of responsibility and documentation. So everything that goes into this garden comes from a natural resource, and we try to make it as healthy as possible for the environment and for the students.
Another attachment worth mentioning is called a spader. This one is unique because it has shovels instead of tines. For more information, you can visit opensourceecology.org or ferraritractors.com. When we come back, we'll be covering safety and maintenance, so stay with us.
For some babies, first steps are not just a milestone, but a miracle. You can help these babies by joining thousands of families and companies at March for Babies. Sign up, raise funds, and make miracles possible.
Welcome back to Ready, Set, Grow. We just finished going over the different types of tillers. Now let's take a look at safety and maintenance. Before using a garden tiller, the operator should go through a preparation phase. UTRGV's Juan Regosa expresses the same sentiment.
Read the manual, get familiar with all the parts in the tiller, get proper clothing, protective equipment, your steel toe boots, and also be paying attention when you're using it. Look around, look for pipes or hoses around. You don't want to get into those, so just be very alert when you're using this type of equipment, or be alert of your surroundings.
Appropriate clothing and footwear is a must. Wear sturdy, rough-soled work shoes. Do not wear loose-fitting clothes because it can be caught in the moving parts of the tiller. The same also applies to any jewelry, ties, and scarves. Lindsay Richards from UTRGV understands that tiller users should take precautions when it comes to the gear they wear.
Most important safety measure when using the tractor is to wear steel toe boots. Having the proper foot gear could prevent something hazardous happening. And then also having good pants on. You don't want something that's flared out. You want something that's straight-legged and something to protect your legs as well.
Be aware of the area you will be using the tiller on. Make sure to remove any stones or objects that may be caught up and thrown by the machine. Work on an area where you can maintain good footing. After filling the gas tank, close the fuel cap tightly and check the tiller for any spilled fuel and clean it up with a rag. Never fuel a running or hot engine, and do not loosen the fuel cap until the engine has stopped and cooled down. A tiller should only be used in ideal weather conditions where there is good visibility. Do not operate one at night or during a foggy day. Keep the tiller at a slow speed to maintain control. You should never adjust blade height or any other adjustment to attachments when the engine is running. Regular maintenance is also important to keep your tiller in working shape. In order to get the most out of your investment in a tiller, you should keep the engine, tiller, and all attachments in safe working condition. All unit accessories should be cleaned regularly and checked for damaged or missing parts.
The very common mistake is they use it, they put it on the shed, forget about it, they leave the gas on it, so the next season when they try to use it, carburetor have some build up, it's not gonna work. So once you follow the recommendations on your manual, you should be in good shape to prolong the life of the tiller.
Larger tillers like the BCS and the Grill model both have a power takeoff that is able to attach different implements to it. This accessory requires WD-40 to make the attachment process easier. When we come back, we'll be translating all this information into Spanish for our Spanish-speaking viewers.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel like a fish with no water.
Learn how to prevent your child's next asthma attack. Because even one attack is one too many.
Hoy vamos a cubrir diferentes tipos de motocultivadores para ayudarle a decidir cuál es el que más le conviene. También vamos a echar un vistazo a cómo mantenerlos, así como las medidas de seguridad que debemos de tomar antes de operarlos. Siempre que se vaya a utilizar un motocultivador, se debe leer el manual del usuario y seguir las recomendaciones de seguridad y de mantenimiento que ahí se mencionan. Si no se tiene acceso a un manual impreso, muchas veces se puede encontrar la versión electrónica en el internet, siempre y cuando se tenga información tal como la marca y modelo del motocultivador. Unas de las recomendaciones generales básicas de seguridad que aplican al usar cualquier motocultivador son: usar zapatos cerrados o botas, de preferencia con casquillo de fierro, mantener las manos y pies alejados de las cuchillas giratorias, no prender el motor en estructuras cerradas, trabajar cuando haya suficiente luz y no permitir que niños operen el equipo. Es muy importante que identifiques las partes de tu motocultivador para poder dar mayor cuidado y mantenimiento al equipo y así poder beneficiarse de este por un largo tiempo. Antes de operar cualquier motocultivador, asegúrate de checar los niveles de aceite y gasolina y periódicamente las otras recomendaciones incluidas en el manual del usuario. Minicultivadores. Estos pueden moverse fácilmente, caben en espacios pequeños y se encuentran disponibles con motor eléctrico o de baterías. Una característica de estos pequeños motocultivadores es que trabajan bien en suelos suaves o que hayan sido previamente trabajados. Otro tipo de motocultivadores son los de cuchillas o aspas adelante. Estos son de tamaño mediano, generalmente con el motor arriba de las aspas, y una característica es que el operador tiene que mover esta máquina al área donde se va a usar o a guardar. Y el último sería motocultivador con cuchillas atrás. Estos son más grandes, cuentan con 2 llantas y el motor se encuentra enfrente o atrás de las aspas. Puede avanzar hacia adelante y hacia atrás sin tener que empujarlo, ya que cuenta con un sistema de tracción. El área en la que vas a trabajar, así como la frecuencia de uso, va a definir el tipo de motocultivador que necesitas. En esta ocasión vamos a hablar de 3 diferentes motocultivadores, todos ellos con aspas traseras. Vamos a comenzar con este Husqvarna. Es de 4.6 caballos de fuerza, motor de gasolina y arrancador de retroceso. Este motocultivador no puede usar otros implementos y su uso más común sería en un área máxima de producción de 3.000 pies cuadrados donde el suelo haya sido previamente trabajado. Vamos a ver ahora este otro motocultivador. Está manufacturado en Italia y es de la marca Grillo. Tiene un motor de 9 caballos de fuerza, tiene una toma de fuerza, por lo que le permite usar otros implementos que puedes encontrar en el sitio www.earthtoolssbcs.com. Además, tiene 2 velocidades hacia adelante y hacia atrás, y un embrague para activar y desactivar las aspas giratorias. Este cultivador puede trabajar viablemente en áreas de hasta 2 acres. El tercer y más grande motocultivador también es importado y es de la marca BCS. Tiene un motor de 11.6 caballos de fuerza, 3 velocidades hacia adelante y atrás, toma de fuerza, por lo que puede usar otros implementos como arado giratorio, surqueadora, entre otros. Este motocultivador cuenta con un sistema de encendido eléctrico y un sistema de frenos independiente para dar vueltas rápidas al igual que un tractor agrícola común. A estos motocultivadores se les llama también tractores de 2 ruedas y pueden trabajar áreas hasta de 4 acres si se tiene el tiempo disponible. Como pudimos ver, son muchos los usos y beneficios que se pueden obtener al utilizar motocultivadores en la granja. Recuerda que tienes que considerar tus necesidades personales y las de la granja antes de comprar un motocultivador. Te sugerimos ver uno en acción o probar uno en alguna distribuidora cercana o con algún conocido que tenga uno para asegurarte que es lo que necesitas y te va a beneficiar más. Para obtener mejores resultados al trabajar un suelo, es muy importante que esté húmedo, ya que si se trabaja en un suelo seco y compacto, va a haber mayor desgaste en el motor y aspas del motocultivador y el resultado no va a ser muy bueno. Si es necesario, hay que regar el área a trabajar por algunas horas hasta que la humedad alcance de 6 a 10 pulgadas de profundidad. Si el suelo está mojado, hay que esperar a que se seque más hasta estar simplemente húmedo antes de trabajarlo. Esperamos que esta información te sirva de alguna manera a mejorar tu granja o proyecto. Y recuerda que tu trabajo como agricultor es muy importante. Sin agricultores no hay alimento. Así que manos a la obra y nos vemos en el siguiente video.
Thank you, Juan. The tillers featured on today's segment can be found at your local hardware store or online. That's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us. With Beginning Farmers and Ranchers, I'm Melissa Ochoa. Keep on growing.